Welcome to BT Plus. Today, we are taking you on one of the strangest journeys the human mind can imagine. A journey that starts with a tiny step, just 1 meter, but ends at the very edges of the universe and the secrets of our existence. It is a question many people ask, and at first glance, it sounds terrifying. What if the sun moved just 1 meter closer to Earth? Is it the beginning of the end, or does the universe have a different opinion? Let's imagine the scene together in a very simple way. You are sitting at home right now, drinking your tea and looking out the window. Suddenly, by a mysterious cosmic touch, the entire planet Earth is pulled toward the sun by exactly 1 meter. Would you hear a crash? Would you feel a shake? Would you notice the sun looking bigger in the sky? The scientific truth, which might seem boring to some, is that you wouldn't feel anything at all. The tea in your cup wouldn't boil, the ice in your fridge wouldn't melt, and even the world's most accurate thermometers wouldn't detect any significant difference. Why? Let's break it down in the BT Plus style. Imagine you are standing in a massive football stadium, and in the very center there is a tiny lit candle. You are standing at the far goalpost. If you took 1 millimeter toward that candle, would you feel more heat? Of course not. The average distance between us and the sun is 150 million kilometers. 1 meter in this vast ocean of distance is a number so tiny that it doesn't even affect the amount of light reaching your eyes. In fact, I'll tell you an amazing astronomical secret. Our planet doesn't move around the sun in a perfect circle. Our orbit is shaped like an egg or an ellipse. This means that every year, specifically in January, we are actually at our closest point to the sun, about 147 million kilometers away. 6 months later, in July, we are at our farthest point, at 152 million kilometers. Did you notice the difference? We move closer and further away by 5 million kilometers every single year. That's 5 billion meters. Yet we don't burn up in January and we don't freeze in July. 1 meter compared to these millions is literally nothing. But because here at BT Plus we love to dive into possibilities, let's change the question. When does the real fear begin? What if the sun kept getting closer and closer? Imagine if we moved seriously closer, say by 1 million kilometers. This is where the drama begins. We wouldn't burn up instantly, but the ecosystem would start to collapse slowly. Summers would become a long, unbearable hell. Heat waves that kill thousands today would become the normal weather. Forests would start self-igniting due to extreme drought, and the rapid evaporation of rivers would make farming impossible in most parts of the world. If we went further and moved 5% closer, about 7.5 million kilometers, we would hit the point of no return. A terrifying phenomenon called the Runaway Greenhouse Effect would happen. The oceans, which cover 70% of our planet and keep it cool, would start to boil. Water vapor would fill the sky, creating a thick blanket that traps heat inside. Earth would turn into a cosmic oven. Everything would die, from whales in the sea to trees in the mountains. We would become a twin of Venus, where it rains sulfuric acid and the atmospheric pressure is strong enough to crush metal. But let's flip the coin. What if the sun wasn't there at all? What if this burning ball of fire suddenly vanished? This story isn't just about heat. It's about the sacred bond that connects us to the universe. The sun is the anchor that keeps Earth from getting lost. The moment the sun disappears, Earth would need 8 minutes and 20 seconds before it even gets the news. Those would be the final minutes of light and warmth. Suddenly, the lights would go out. The sky would turn pitch black, and humans would never see the moon again because it only reflects the light of the now missing sun. The scariest part isn't the darkness, it's the release. The gravity holding us would disappear, and Earth would go flying into space at 30 kilometers per second. We would become like a stray bullet in a dark, endless vacuum. Within a week, all plants would die because they can't make food without light. Within a month, temperatures would drop below zero everywhere. The seas would freeze from the top down, and while the ice might protect the water below for a while, life on the surface would end. Humans, using their intelligence, might try to escape to the center of the Earth. There, near the heat of the planet's core, people might build underground cities powered by nuclear or geothermal energy. But it would be a depressing life. No sky, no stars, and no hope of ever seeing the dawn again. Even the air would eventually freeze and fall like snow, meaning we would slowly lose our atmosphere. With all these details, we realize at BT Plus that the 1 meter we started our story with isn't just a distance, it's a symbol of a great balance. We live in a spot calculated with incredible precision. The sun isn't too close to char us, and it's not too far to freeze us. It stands in the perfect place to allow water to be liquid, trees to grow, and for you to be watching this video right now. Our existence in this universe is the result of a fine-tuning that leaves no room for error. Every star in the sky and every planet in orbit plays a role in this cosmic symphony. For us, the sun is the conductor of the orchestra. 1 meter might not change anything in the language of numbers, but it opens our eyes to the fact that we live in a miracle that repeats every second. At the end of this journey, we hope you enjoyed this dive into physics and cosmic scenarios. We are here to understand, to reflect, and to appreciate this beautiful little planet that lives in the arms of a warm star. Thank you for following us on BT+. Don't forget to tell us in the comments which scenario scares you more, the burning heat of Venus or the cold darkness of space. We'll see you in the next episode with a new mystery from the secrets of this great universe.